Hello and welcome to episode 9 of this series of 24. Ask the questions to empower your life. Today we're going to focus on your passion and your noble purpose. So what is passion? What is noble purpose? These are the things that you love to do. These are the things that make you excited. And your noble purpose, well, that's the thing that only you can do. That's the thing that you were made to do. And then maybe that's something that helps other people. But what if you don't know what it is? What if you don't know what your passion is? How do you find your passion? That's the goal of today's episode. And there's 5 steps. The first step is, what are you passionate about? What do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do, or what do you think about doing? Or maybe you see someone doing something and you go, wow, I would love to do that. When you think of a career or work or something that you just like to do for fun that really gets you excited, those are the things you're passionate about. And I'm telling you, there's more than one thing, so you should make a list of these things. Let me ask you this question. If you were given $1 million every year for the rest of your life, what would you do to keep yourself busy? What would you do to give back to the community? What would you do day in and day out? What would your work be, even though you didn't need the money? That's your passion. So that's the what of your passion. It's the first step to what we have to figure out what it is that you like to do. The second component, when we look at that list of the things that you wrote down that are the things that you're passionate about that make you feel excited, think about the answers to those questions that we were asking. How do they make you feel? Because feeling the answer is the key to figuring out what you're really passionate about. When you feel excited, when you can't stop thinking about something, when the idea of doing this thing keeps you up at night, that's your passion. And that's the thing we want to focus on. The next step in figuring out your passion, your noble purpose, is what are you good at? What are your skills? What are the things that you do better than anybody else? Maybe if you think about the last time you got feedback at work, either at your annual performance review or just a conversation with your boss, what did they tell you you're really good at? Or maybe, what if I asked your friends and families, hey, what are you really good at? What would they tell me? List all of those things, because these are your skills. These are your unique abilities. These are the things only you can do better than anybody else. Now, the fourth step in this process is a little different. You need to forget everything you think you know about what you're good at and what your passions are. I know we just talked about all that stuff, but forget that for a second. I want you to go back to what it was like when you were a kid. Remember when you were young and everything was possible and you could dream and be anything and do anything that you wanted to? I want you to go back there. Go back to that place. And now think about all the things that we talked about that you're passionate about and the ones that really get you excited when you think about how they make you feel. And look at all the skills that you wrote down and all the things that people would say you're really good at. And as a child, as someone who has no barriers to thinking about what's possible, what happens if you marry those two things together? What are the list of possible things you could be doing that marry both the things you're really good at and your passions? And list everything you can think of that would be a career or a job or something you could do that fills both of those needs. Because now we're really getting at the heart of your passion and noble purpose. And remember, the things that you're good at, the skills that you have, these are the things that you like to do as hobbies. These are the things that you do for fun. All of those skills, all of those interests play a role here. So put them together and say, if I could do anything, what would that dream job be? What would that perfect thing as a kid? And you're looking ahead and now you know what you're really good at and the things you like to do and you know what you're passionate about. And you look ahead and you go, wow, I would do blam, and whatever comes out, those are the true marriages of your noble purpose in life, the things that you're really good at doing and the things that you love to do or that get you excited. So what's the next step? Well, that's the scary part, right? The next step, how do I move from where I am today to doing this thing that I'm passionate about or to going into this arena that fulfills me? Well, there are a lot of questions you can ask. What's one step you could take today to move yourself towards something that you want to do that fulfills your passion and noble purpose? And maybe it's just doing some research. Maybe it's just going down that list of things that you put down as a kid and said, these are possibilities, and looking into what actually exists in those arenas. Another question might be, who do I know that is working in this field or has connections to people who are working in this field? Maybe it's putting it out there. Go out on social media and say, hey, I'm interested in this field. Does anybody have any contacts of people who work there so I could talk to them or shadow them or figure out if this is truly something I want to do? And even something as crazy as, who have I heard of? Some famous person who works in this field that, I don't even know. But list the names of people that you've heard about or read about or seen stories about, and they do work in this field that you would love to get into. And then the next question, how can I find a way to contact them? I know that's crazy. How could you're just you. How could you contact these people? But here's a secret. People who are successful, people who do what they do and do it well, love helping other people. And sometimes all you need to do is ask. It's all about asking the right questions. So marrying the things you're passionate about and what you are made to do, the skills and abilities that you have, putting those together, that's your noble purpose. That's what this world needs from you. Working and taking the time to figure out what that is, and then taking the steps to move forward, to move yourself into that arena, that's what it's all about. So I challenge you to spend some time thinking about and asking questions that help motivate you to get you where you want to be, to use your skills and your passions and marry them together to fit your noble purpose. Because when you do, your life will change immeasurably. You will find that happiness, that goal we all want, is all of a sudden within reach. And it's all by asking the right questions around your passion. What is your passion? What are your skills? Put them together and figure out, this is my noble purpose. So there you have it. Passion and noble purpose. How to figure out what you're passionate about. Putting together your skills and passion and having your noble purpose. But as we think about this, as we think about putting together our passions and moving our careers in a different direction, or maybe just taking our current career in a new direction, we're really talking about what we do for a living, our jobs, our business, our careers. Can questions really make a difference in our business? Well, that's what we're going to tackle next on 24.